Hey guys, welcome to Project Metal Music's YouTube channel. We host Ell Young and Lisaboo. Hey up, dudes. Hey up. So we are at number 89 for the Monday Night Podcast. Number 89. Number
89.
89. 89, dude. So, yeah, if you like what we do, spank that like and spank it hard. We do like a good spanking around here. And if you're new, if you like what you see, subscribe, like and share, and comment down below. And if you're in the live chat, say hello. We don't bite much. So, yeah, bit of a grift. Like I said, like, share, subscribe. I know a good chance because it does help the channel in a big way. It does really help in the does help the channel. And in the comments, in the pinned comment above, we have our gorgeous Lisaboo's store called Boo Boo Adele. Uh, God, I can't not speak today, Lisa. Why can't I not speak? It's been a long day.
Mhm.
Boo Bell X Studio. So yeah, she's got some amazing stuff in the store. So Lisa, could you tell us a little bit about it?
I have a lot of crystals, a lot of stones, a lot of jewelry, even some vintage jewelry, clip-ons and such. Um, yeah, I love vintage stuff, so I carry those too. Yeah, there's towers, there's spheres, there's uh, lots of good stuff.
Yeah, yeah. I've had a look, and she's got some amazing stuff, especially the geodes and the crystals and the little pendants. I
Yeah.
like as well, and the brooches as well. So
Yeah.
really good stuff. And there is a chat feature um, on Etsy, so you can contact Lisa about different things. And if you're looking for specific things, and Lisa might be able to help you there. So yeah, go check out Lisa Boo's Etsy store. So it's called Boot the Bell X Studio. So yeah, go check her out. And so I'm going to be that's a whole little grift over for now anyway. So we're going to be reviewing 7 bands today. Uh, so yeah, uh, right, we're going to be. Let me see. One, two, three, four, five, seven bands today. 7 bands today. So, right, all the links are down in the description below. So, if you want to check them out, please do after the stream and come back and say, oh, yeah, I do like that band, but I didn't like this other band. So, don't worry, we're not going to like say, oh, yeah, you've got to like every single band that we feature here. No, everybody, we know that everybody has different tastes. We just try and cover as many bands as possible, given the time that we got here. So yeah, so don't worry about like I said, everybody's got different tastes. So yeah,
Yeah.
so Lisa Boo, Lisa. Do you want to start off with the first band, uh, Drift into Black, with the song December?
Sure. Um, yeah, it started out with the snow and the storm wind sounds, and the piano came in, which I really love when a song starts with the piano and the guitar. And there was like I'm going to say like a tambourine or like a rattle. sound,
Yes.
and then the
Stronger.
vocal, yeah, and then the vocals came in soft.
Yeah.
The male vocals, and then the female came in with the harmonizing. And the lyrics are really dark on this song. It was about Christmas and apocalypse theme. Drum solo was really cool with the guitar solo that came in with it. And the song picked up in intensity. And yeah, the lyrics, the joy of giving is gone when there is no one alive. So yeah, kind of dark lyrics.
Yeah.
Yeah. Uh, the lyrics very ominous. Story of broken memories and dreams. At the end, the snow is falling on them, playing the music. And there was some really cool guitar licks at the end, which I really liked. So yeah, cool song.
Yeah. Yeah. It's pretty much the same. Pretty much the same. Love the soulful piano, like soulful somber piano at the beginning. It continues pretty much throughout the song until around
Yeah.
about what halfway, about to halfway, 2/3 of the way through.
Yeah.
Then it's sort of like then the music transitions over to the heavier side of things, to the sort of like the more of the hard rock type of thing. Um, yeah, love the duo of male and female singers on this song because it does sort of like counterbalance each other really
Mm-hmm.
really well.
Yeah.
Really well. Um, love the drums and the bass on this because when it's in like the softer side, the more somber side, more soulful side of things, the drums and the bass were sort of like really really soft, sort of like in keeping with the mood of the not only of the like in keeping with what the lyrics were, what they're talking about, like being a sort of like apocalyptic in the vocals, and then there's sort of sort of like more of like electric acoustic guitar,
Mm-hmm.
and it's sort of like and it's like the first half of the song was absolutely like you're thinking, oh yeah, yeah, it's sort of like yeah, it's sort of like really really sort of like it's hard to describe. It's hard to describe the first half of the song. It's sort of like
Yeah.
singing, like the lyrics of talking, like on going on about like, oh yeah, this has been Christmas. It's like everybody's died. We can't sort of like give anything to feel to get that pleasure of giving and stuff like that because everybody's sort of like not there anymore.
Yeah.
And then sort of like then it goes up into the sort of like goes when it goes into the heavier side, it sort of like it's more sort of like not rage as such, but sort of like despair type
Despair.
of thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sort of like what am I doing? Why am I here? Why am I this? Why am that? It's sort of like asking questions type of thing.
Yeah.
Sort of like in that sort of like despair type of phase where from like the first half to going into like sort of like despair type of thing. So yeah, really, really good song. Really good song. Really good song. So yeah, any other thoughts about the song?
Well, I think I already said about the broken memories and dreams, and that's like the part of the despair, right? And yeah, don't. It's more for an older audience, not for kids,
Oh
not for
yes,
kids, because yes, yeah. So this is
okay.
an 18 over channel, anyways. But please don't play it around your kids.
Yeah.
Please.
Oh yeah.
Talks
Oh
about
yeah.
Santa not being there anymore, and I don't want kids to be very
Yeah.
upset about that. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Oh,
really, really cool song.
yeah. Yeah. So, what's your rating?
I I gave them a 7.5, but after I listened to it a couple times, I was kind of leaning more to an 8, but I'll say a solid 7.5. Yeah.
Yeah. Same here. Same here. 7.5. Solid 7.5. But like you, I was sort of like leaning towards the net.
Yeah.
But like you, definite solid is 7.5. A solid 7.5.
Yeah. I love the piano, so that started making it like kind of lean towards the 8, but I'll say 7.5.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, love the piano.
Yeah. Yeah. See, me, for me anyway, I've listened to songs where they use the piano, where it's just like you don't really need a piano in this song. But sometimes you do come across a band like Drifting to Black and the song December,
Yeah.
where piano was a good choice, especially in the first half of the song. You know what I mean? It's like,
Yeah, it really hits the notes of despair really well.
yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
oh dear, it's actually throwing it down with rain outside.
Uh-oh.
I was so
What's the noise?
yeah,
Yeah, I heard it too. Oh,
yeah, yeah, yeah. It's like I said, it's the use of the piano in the first half of December
yeah.
is absolutely brilliant. A brilliant choice. A brilliant choice. So yeah, yeah, guys, the link is in the description. So if you want to listen to Drifting Black and their song December, so yeah, right. Next song uh, is called "My Love" by Andry, and yeah, we've not only covered a couple of songs by Andry on over the last about how long? A month now. We've covered about 3, 4 songs.
Yeah. And you had
Andrew.
the interview. Yeah.
We had the
Yeah.
interview with Andre as well. So yeah, she is absolutely amazing singer. Really an amazing singer.
Yeah.
So yeah, what did you think of the song "My Love"?
Oh, I love Andry. So um the piano start was so beautiful. I thought the drums, guitars came in with the vocals, and it was so beautiful, such beautiful lyrics. The song is full of longing and passion. Being a live version, I loved it. I really loved that it was a live version. Um, Soft vocals, and it had like a ballad like melody. It does it does come to a crescendo and has the high vocal points that really showed the range of her voice. Um, yeah, I really the lyrics. I really fight with myself, hidden in my shell. That part of the song, I really resonated with that part of the song. Um, I love the guitar licks, the guitar riffs, and my goodness, what can I say about her voice? Powerhouse, powerhouse. Um, and I loved how the piano finished out the song. It was like the beginning and then the end um, finished out the song, and then with her like doing like a subtle vocal at the end of the song. I really like that how it ended.
Yeah,
I love this song a lot. The whole band is absolutely brilliant, amazing, awesome. What can I say? I love this band. So yeah,
yeah, You just took the words right out of my mouth. That's basically what I've just put out. That's basically what I put out. I love the piano. I love the piano intro and I love the piano outro as well. Loved it. It's sort of like it encapsulates the feeling of the song, about the
Mhm.
passion, about the longing, and all that good. It was, it was absolutely amazing. Yeah, and Andre's vocals on this was absolutely stunning, absolutely stunning. The way she went from like the sort of like the ballady type, sort of like melodies type of thing, going into the crescendo of like the high vocals, and
Mhm.
then going back down again. Yeah, it's I'm so glad I've stumbled across Andrea a good what couple of months ago now. Yeah, absolutely stunning. Um, Loved like it's not just like Andrea with with the singing, with the powerful singing that she does, but the band around her is absolutely amazing. She has got a brilliant band. The
Yeah.
bass on just on this song was yeah, absolutely brilliant. Solid, steady. It's yeah.
Yeah.
The bassist was like everything that you want in a bassist for a sort of like rock metal band.
Mhm.
The drummer, brilliant. The absolutely rock steady. It's they. He's yeah, absolutely brilliant. And the guitarist, brilliant. Some excellent work there with the guitarist and the solos and everything on that. And yeah, everything about it was everything about this song is absolutely amazing, absolutely amazing on this. So
Yeah.
yeah,
And I forgot to mention the when she hit her crescendo, all of a sudden the pyrotechnics started going off. That was like, wow. That really was like, yeah,
oh,
yeah,
oh yeah, yeah, yeah. It's check out Andre. Yeah, the links in the description, and also check out the interview that I did with Andre a couple of oh god, must be about what 3 4 weeks ago now. Must be about 3 weeks, 3 4 weeks ago now.
maybe
I
more.
think
You know
yeah,
how time
probably
flies.
yeah, uh,
Yeah.
uh, yeah. So yeah, absolutely brilliant. So Lisa, Lisa, what is your rating?
I gave it a 9, but I'm more leaning to 9.5. Yeah. It was beautiful. It was
You like it?
absolutely, oh, it was so beautiful. It was so
Yeah, yeah,
beautiful.
yeah. You like it that much?
Yeah.
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 I'll give it an 8.5, but I'm leaning towards the 9. Really, I'm really leaning heavily towards a 9 now. After I sat down and actually thought about it, I
Yeah.
give it an 8.5, but I'm leaning heavily towards a 9 now. After I thought about it, because of Andrea's powerful singing.
Yeah.
So
When she hit that crescendo, it was just like that. It was like I don't want to say scream, but it was just so beautiful. It was just, I, just thinking about that. Yeah. So beautiful.
yeah,
Yeah.
oh yeah, really good band. So check out Andre. It's Andry. So go check them out. Right, right. The next band. we've uh, done a couple of songs by this next band, and I've also seen the band live a couple of times, and I've actually interviewed the main guys as well. The band is called Driven Serious, and the song is called Raven's Call. So, Lisa, what did you think?
Well, first of all, I love the name. I love the name of the song because I love ravens, right? Um, and I love that they tell a story with their music. It's like lyrical musical poetry. And I loved how the song starts out with the birds, the ravens, and the sound of the wind. Um, the sound of the violin coming in, amazing. Then the drums and guitar and the cello, which I loved, and the rest of the band. They came in, and the vocals came in like poetry telling a story. We will dream of worlds we've never seen into the crossroads of the fire. And in the video, you see people dressed in like middle ages attire. Um, yeah, the male vocals mixed with the female vocals were amazing. Um, and the violin had another solo at the end of the song, like the start of the song, which I liked. That they started it with, and then ended it with uh, kind of like a book. You know how they have the intro and then the end. Yeah, the end was really cool with them walking towards the sunset and the sound of the fire crackling. I said amazing video, and it was very theatrical, which I enjoyed. So yeah.
Yeah, yes, I love this song. I've listened to it on and off since it was released back in 2022, and
Yeah.
I've actually I've seen this song performed live, and what you hear on the video actually is actually the band is actually plays it how it sounds on the video live with the violin, with the cello, with a double bass, and they're actually there on stage.
Yeah.
They're actually on stage. So
I couldn't
what you
think
hear,
of the
yeah,
instruments. They had like when they in the video it showed like um I'm not sure what it's called, but it was like uh, I'm not even sure what it's called, but they had the drum,
yeah,
and then they had I don't know. It wasn't like oh darn, I can't even think of it what it's called. But it was another type of instrument that they had, and I can't remember the name of it.
a hurdy gurdy.
Yeah, I think so. Something like that. Like it's yeah.
Yeah, it's a hurdy gurdy. They actually do use it on stage. But instead of using a standard cello, they use an electric cello
Cool.
actually on stage. Yeah, and yeah, I said I've seen this band a couple of times, and they are amazing. You think that the videos are good. Listen to the on YouTube or Spotify or wherever you listen to your music. Actually seeing them live, you can't beat it. They are absolutely brilliant. Rob, the singer, he's got a really good band around him, and yeah, absolutely brilliant. Such nice people. Because I've not only have I spoken to Rob uh, in interview, I've actually spoken to him as well, actually at live gigs, and he's such a really nice, down to earth guy. Same with the rest of the band as well. So Yeah,
Yeah.
it's
And it was it
really,
was like it was like folk. It was like folk music with a rock kind of a twist.
yeah,
I don't know what you would.
yeah, sort of like the predominantly folk, but it's
Yeah.
also like sort of like you can sort of like class them as folk rock as well because of well, obviously with like electric, especially with like electric cello. You know what I mean? It's like
Yeah.
so.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Really cool though. Really cool.
yeah. They
Yeah.
are like I said. You like that? You like the latest one from Driven Series, um, oh, where Rob's sitting on the beach and looking
Yes.
into the camera. Yeah,
Yeah.
you like that one, didn't you?
Yeah.
So you listened to a couple of songs by Driven Series now. What did you think of the latest one and the Raven's Call? What do you think between the both of them?
They're both unique. Um, they're both unique in their own way, but they're both brilliant. Like they're both amazing. Yeah, they're different in the and like the video itself was different. Of course, the newest one, him being on the beach, and it was almost like oh, trying to remember now exactly all. Um, like talking about like it was like talking about the ages and about time and that sort of thing. And it they were both brilliant in their own ways, right? Both folk inspired, both folk folk rock. Um, but yeah, they're both brilliant. Both songs were brilliant.
Yeah. Oh
Yeah,
yeah. 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 Like I said, I love Driven Series, and every time I chat, every new video they've done, I've watched. I've listened to some of the when they streamed live a couple of times. I've listened, I've tuned in, and they still sound amazing. Still
yeah.
sound amazing. And I know over the next coming couple of months, I know they are at a couple of folk festivals. I can't remember where they at. I might have to get Rob on to like get to discuss what's coming up. But yeah, if not, I can get uh, the concerts, what festivals they're doing.
Hmm.
So yeah. So what is your rating of this song?
I gave them a 9. I really enjoyed it. Yeah, 'cause I love folk music, so yeah, and I love the story, like them telling a story. So, and I love reading, right? So I love stories. Yeah, it's like musical theater.
Yeah, I give them a 9.5.
I was
Right.
tempted because I was leaning that way, but a solid 9.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. So that's for me. It's a 9.5. It's a 9.5, and it's thanks to the former lead singer um, of Hive Mind, who actually got me into um, Driven Series because this was leading up to Christmas of 2017 when I went to see Hive Mind play at one of the local venues in Sunderland, and they were playing, and I was actually introduced to Rob. So yeah, ever since then I've been following them. I've been following Driven Series, and they're really, 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 really good. So that's why I give them a 9.5.
yeah.
So right, yeah. Right. This next band is probably one of my new favorite bands at the minute. um,
Yay.
FarMetal. It's
Yeah.
basically farmers metal, a new genre, and it says on the thing, you've heard Viking metal, you've heard pirates metal. Are you prepared for farmers metal?
Yeah. Are you ready? Yeah.
And oh god, this band is absolutely brilliant. Funny as hell, but brilliant at the same time. They are absolutely brilliant musicians to actually come up with a brand new genre of metal. Absolutely brilliant.
Yeah.
So yeah, and this song, oh god, put it this way, put it this way. I will never ever look at a chicken again, the same again.
I know.
Chicken. Yeah, the song is called "Chicken of Chaos." Oh God, oh, I love this band. I really do. I really love this band. They are, like I said, they are brilliant. They are absolutely amazing. So yeah, right. Do you want me to start off with this?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, the song starts off with some chickens, and then a scream, and it sort of like then the band kicks in, and the vocals say, yeah, the vocals are like, yeah, saying, oh, the chickens are evil. The evil chicken overlord. I was like, eh, what? Yeah, I was like, what am I listening to here? I was like, yeah, oh god, it was going on like this chicken say running amok and killing people, and it was like, yeah, what am I? Like I said, this is one of the reasons why I'm not going to look at a chicken ever again in the same way. I was like, what the hell am I? What am I listening to? I was like, oh god. I was like, oh god, no. I was like, oh god. Well, anyway, but getting past that, getting past the lyrics, the band is absolutely brilliant. The musicians are absolutely brilliant. The drums were fast paced and insanely good. They were like really fast. It's like um, sort of like cross between thrash and power metal type of thing. Type of speed what they were going at.
Yeah.
Um, the bass absolutely amazing, brilliant bass line going throughout the song. The guitars absolutely brilliant. Some sweet little solos in there as well. And yeah, vocals absolutely brilliant. And the lyrics, the lyrics. What can I say about the lyrics? You've got to listen to this song to actually understand what I mean.
Yeah.
It's just like just what, oh, absolutely brilliant, absolutely brilliant. So yeah, so Lisa, what's your thoughts about this?
Pretty much everything you just said. I loved how it started with the chicken clucks and then the rooster crowing, and it was a human rooster crow. Heavy drums and guitars come in with the vocals, and oh my god, the lyrics, the fun lyrics. Beware the cluck, evil chicken of chaos. Oh my god, fast paced, lots of fun. Farmer metal about a killer chicken. That's what it's It's about a killer chicken.
Oh god, yeah.
Oh my god. And you're so spot on with it, with like being like thrash and like speed metal, like yeah, um awesome guitars, awesome bass, um drums were phenomenal. Like the whole thing, like ah man, this band is something else. I love it.
Oh yeah. Oh
Yeah.
god, yeah.
Yeah.
This is
And
one of
and
the yeah,
yeah, and humor, right? I just love it.
yeah. Oh god, yeah, yeah. So when I found this band a couple about a month back or over on Instagram, I pretty much fell in love with the band straight away because of the lyrics, because of the rest of the band, how they actually, you know, how they actually play the instruments, how fast they go, how you know what I mean. It's like,
Yeah.
and I've never really get, and it's for me it's rare for me to instantaneously love a band straight away just from the first song I heard. You know what I mean? It's like it's rare for me to do that. The last band, no, the last band. Actually, I can rattle off three bands straight away that got me straight into the band straight away. No questions asked. And that's Galia, Grave Shadow, and Hell's Throne. Oh, I can add a fourth one, Fortis Ventus.
Yeah.
Now I can actually add FarMetal to that list, and that's within the last 2 years. So
Yeah. They're so much fun. But they're a
yeah,
serious band. At first it was like I thought it was like kind of like a humor uh, comedy type thing. Like, is this real? Oh, they're
yeah,
real. They're real.
yeah. That was my thought. That was my first thought when I first listened to it. I listened to it a couple of times, and I was like, is this real? Is this
Yeah.
real? And I said, when I messaged Lisa there, I said, Lisa, have a listen to this and see what you think. And I was like, am I hearing right to here? And it says, and she came back, it says, yes, you are. You're hearing right there. You know what I mean? It's like,
Yeah.
like you said there, he's. I thought it was a like a one-off comedy stroke type of thing, and then you know what I mean? I
Yeah.
was like, but when I checked him out, I was like, oh, it's real. This is like an actual proper band, but sort of like focusing on farm and farmers and what they get up to, what they sort of like get up to, or what goes through their minds. Like one of the songs is "Tractor of Damnation." Another song is Chicken of Chaos." You know what I mean? It's like
Yeah.
you know what I mean? It's like
Evil
it looks like
chicken.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. So yeah, really good band. I would highly recommend this band to anybody. So if you want to check them out, the link is in the description. So go check them out, guys. So Lisa, what did you think of Chicken of Chaos?
I gave them an 8.5, but for the comedy part of it, I would give them a 9. So they're like, Yeah, they're right in there, 8.5 to 9. Cause oh my god, I love they just they make me laugh so much, and I love it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So for me, it's a 9.5.
Oh my goodness.
It's a 9.5 for me. I love the song. I love the song. It is, oh God, yeah,
Yeah.
it might be a bit wacky and Looney Tunes but but if you actually sit down and actually listen to it, you just start thinking, oh my God, the chickens they're coming after me, type of thing. You just like think you think, oh shit, oh shit, oh it's like, oh God,
Yeah. Yeah. Really good. You got it. Everyone, please go and listen to them, please. Oh.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, amazing band, brilliant songwriters and brilliant musicians. So go check them out, guys. Go check them out. So yeah, 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 brilliant. So the next band, the next band, and I hope I pronounce this right. Anaria, I think
Yeah.
it
I
is. I
think
think that's
so.
how you pronounce it. And the song "Holding Cell." So Lisa, what did you think of this band?
Well, it started out really fast, which I liked. Strong female vocalist in this band. The drums with the guitars came in fast. Some really cool drums and guitar solos. Actual drum solos in this song, which I loved. Transitions are really good. Progressions are very interesting. The lyrics are themes of isolation and getting out of the prison of your mind. So kind of darker lyrics, and it brings you to self acceptance. Like the soft and heavier parts of the song. The rhythm section's really good. Vocals really strong, and there were cool visuals in the video itself. Like the pace of the song, catchy lyrics. Yeah, I loved the bass solo too. About 3/4 of the way through the song, there was a bass solo, and I love bass solos in songs. And yeah, the drums were phenomenal, really brilliant. Yeah, I loved the song.
Yeah, pretty much the same. Love the drums straight off the bat. Love the drums straight away. Fast paced. The Also, I love the keys. Love the keyboards in this,
Mm,
especially where it's been subtly done. If you know what I mean, they've been
yeah,
well placed in the song, which helps some of the transitions within the song. Um, Love the bass there, like you. Love the bass on the side, on the song, where yeah, brilliant bass line going throughout, solid all the way through. Kept the pace with the drums, helped the song out brilliantly.
yeah,
Uh, so the guitars really good on this one. Some really cool solos as well. Singer, good range in a vocal range. Um, yeah, cool visuals as well within the video. Sort of like the singer's actually trying to break free of her mind, getting out of out of this like I said, like the song says, song title says, out of this holding cell in her
yeah,
head, and
yeah.
she's
Like a
trying to break
cage.
free.
Yeah, in the
Yeah,
like in the video, they had cages that the musicians were in, the singer was in. So yeah, really good visuals for the lyrics.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. She's trying to break free. Her core self was trying to break free, but the other parts of her brain was trying to push back, trying to keep her in, trying to keep her in this sort of like holding cell. So yeah, also brilliant costumes as well. Brilliant costumes she was actually wearing throughout the video as well.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, brilliant song, brilliant song. Really liked it. Really liked it. So yeah, what's your rating?
At first, I gave them a 7.5, but now I'm leaning more to an 8 because of the I like the fast pace. I like the drums and the guitars, and I love that bass solo. So I'm an 8 now. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I'm in yet as well, and yet, yeah, because of like the overall sound of it all, everything. Once you sort of like, my first after the first listen through, saying that's me. Listen to everything. Second and third, sort of like for me anywhere. Second or third, listen to the song. I break everything down. Then, but on the fourth listen to, I sort of like put everything back together and listen to everything what I've
Yeah.
brought down. And for me, like I said, everything about the song to me is well done, really well done. And I thought it's got to be in yet. It's literally got to be in yet.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
solid yet.
I really like that bass solo.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah. So yeah, like I said, guys, all the links to the videos are actually down in the description there. So if you want to check any of the bands, please do, and come back and say yeah, yes or no. So no, like I said, every band that we sort of like feature here is not to everybody's liking. So don't worry about saying yeah, no, I didn't like it. It's rubbish or garbage or whatever it is. It's everybody's got different tastes. So
Yeah.
everybody's
And
got different.
yeah. And we try and pick um, kind of songs and bands from different genres. So we um, hopefully you'll like one or the other, or all of them maybe of the bands. So
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. So we do try and pick a variety. So at least one song, one band. And we're hoping that you at least like one band. So yeah, so yeah, come back and say yes or no. So yeah, right. Well, moving on to the next one, the next band, which is a band called Lark and Mesmerize Me. So, do you want me to start off?
sure.
Yeah, right. For me, when I watched the video, I thought it was a bit like cross between the Eye of Sauron in Lord of the Rings and another brick in the wall, part two by Pink Floyd. Within the visuals of the actual video,
Yeah,
um, and also Lemmings as well.
I ripped that down too.
Yeah, so I was like, when I was listening to the song, for the first time, I just listened to the song. They were talking about about hypnotizing and mesmerizing me to do what this particular entity wanted us to do, and I was just like, and it's like sort of like you see, you watch in the video, you watch the population getting bigger and bigger and bigger, and then the like I said, the eye of Sauron from Lord of the Rings flares up, looks out, and it basically starts mesmerizing people to basically be a lemming, basically. And if you know what a lemming does, it sort of like jumps off a cliff. So uh, the it's a pretty dark. It is a pretty dark type of lyrics, saying that you must sort of like hypnotizing people. Somebody's hypnotizing people to do to do their bidding, and yeah, it's like a really dark video. Yeah, really dark song. If you
Yeah.
break it down to that level, and yeah, also it's another sort of like I said, with like another brick in the wall, part two. It's sort of like when in the video the people are marching pretty much to the cliff edge to throw themselves off. Also, sort of like reminds me of the movie Metropolis, where the workers were sort of like trudging along to go to the next shift, and it's just like sort of like that dejected type of feeling to the thing. Sort of like sort of like um, how can I put it? Sort of like resigning yourself to that sort of like fate, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
you know what I mean. It's like yeah, it's so yeah, it's
Thought provoking. Very thought
thought
provoking, this song.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, but that's the lyric side of things for me. The music side of things, I love the bass line on this from the start of the song. Really love the bass line. The drums are really good. Guitars have some really good transitions between sort of like the slower and the faster paced type of between the slow and the slower parts and the faster parts. So and the vocals are good. The singles actually doing a good job with with not only fitting with the rest of the band, but also lyrically as well. Really really good band. So yeah. So Lisa, what's your thoughts?
Well, this band is from Poland. They're a heavy progressive rock band, and this song is from their album Antarctica. So I love the lyrics. I love the lyrics. It's about not giving in thoughtlessly to manipulations, always having your own thoughts and fight for yourself. Yeah, and video shows people going like lemmings, like she said, over the edge of a cliff, being controlled by outside influences. Um, but the one guy was climbing a
Yeah,
tower to stop the machine controlling the others. And then he ended up falling over the edge when the machine was destroyed. But he saved the others, right? So he gave of himself for the others. Um,
yeah,
the music at the start of the video started out really cool with the guitars and the drums, and then the vocals came in with the lyrics. Great drums, guitar throughout. Vocals are really good. for the singer not being a native English speaker, I thought he did really well. Some guitar shred throughout, especially halfway through the song. Really good guitar shred. Cool guitar licks and solos with a strong drum solo right after the guitar shred. Yeah, and the solo came just about halfway through the song. I really like the melody and the pace of the song, and really cool visuals. So yeah.
Yeah, I was going to. It just reminded me about the what that one guy in trying to stop the other people from being a lemming.
Yeah.
And then realizing that the root cause of this particular machine or entity, whatever you want to call it, trying to control other people and climbing to the top of the tower and smashing the machine up to stop um, to get to save the rest of the people. So yeah, complete. Just recalled that just when he said it. So
Yeah.
he sacrificed himself.
Yeah.
So really good band, really good band. Yeah. So what's your rating?
I give them a solid 8. I want to hear more of their music. This is one band that I came across, and yeah, I want to hear more. Want to hear more of the music than probably like I want to see and hear other songs before I can. Because yeah, this was the first time I heard of this band. So yeah,
Yeah,
solid 8. Yeah.
yeah, exactly the same. Exactly the same. Solid eight. Solid eight. Brilliant visuals in the video. The music, brilliant. Vocals, brilliant. And the lyrically, brilliant. So I've given a solid eight. Like I would like to hear a little bit more about them. See what they come up with further down the line. So yeah, solid eight for me. So
Same. And no, we don't. we
yeah,
don't. We don't tell each
yeah,
other
yeah,
things before the live.
yeah. We do not we are not well. I wouldn't say naughty, but we don't pass notes in the back of the classroom. We go for our own little corners and we don't pass notes. We don't pass notes in there. So we don't. We just do our. This is when we sort of like hear each other's thoughts about the bands that we review. So live on
Yeah.
air, we don't pass notes in the back of the classroom. So,
Yeah. May seem like we have ESP, but
yeah, 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 yeah. So yeah, moving on. Right, the next band, Sosa. I hope I pronounced that right.
I think
Sosa.
so. Yeah.
And their song, Death 2. So, now the link in the description here, little bit of disclaimer, is the full album. It's the full album of the. Let me just grab. Uh, let me see. Um, let me just get this. Get this. Uh, get it off. Right. Bear with me, guys. Let's grab the. It's called Hellbent. Henven. That's the link. That's the link in the description. Takes you to the album. So and the song is just over 7 minutes into the album. So yeah. So Lisa, do you want to start off?
Sure. They are a black metal band from Poland. I guess Poland was. I was listening to a lot of Poland bands, but anyways, yeah. The whole. If you're interested in this band, the whole album, I had a hard time because I listened to the whole album. I had a hard time picking just one. So, so yeah, it came down to this one and another song. But yeah, it amazing band. The song started out really strong with the sound of thunder and rain, with crows, with the sound of crows, and then drums and sound like the sound of almost like Viking horns in the background. Really cool start. Um, Drums and guitars came in fast and heavy. Deep, raspy vocals came in with the lyrics. Love the transitions in this song. Uh, I like the pace and the progressions. The vocals really fit the song well. Um, for black metal, it's not as heavy as I've heard before. So if you're really not into black metal, listen to this song because it's not as heavy as some black metal is. And I really like the amount of depth that they used on this. Um, really like the drums and the guitars. Was really hard to choose one song off the album. It was the start of the song that made me choose this one. Um, Loved the thunder and the crows, and really liked the pace and melody of this strong ending with piano, which I love, and the bass. I really like that the piano and the bass. Overall, excellent song. And if I had to pick another from this band, it would be Lunacy of Memories. That's another good one off this. Those
Yeah.
two were
Yeah.
like head to head for me. Lunacy of Memories and this one.
Yeah.
Yeah, amazing band.
Yeah. Same. Pretty much the same. Loved it. Loved the start. I love the intro. With like the guitars and the drums that were started off.
Yeah.
Uh, Bass good. But again, with you, vocals are solid. I love the growls, sort of like the raspiness of it, raspiness of which to me they work really well with the style of music and the genre. Um, I love again, like you, love the transitions, especially right with the guitars going from the slow to fast and from fast to slow again. Love that. Love that those transitions. Love the drums. Love like again the drums sort of like did transitions as well, which was like sort of like I wouldn't say there were sort of like blast beats, but there was sort of like going into the sort of like blast beat territory with
Yeah.
like the pace of it.
Yeah. It was hard
But
to gauge exactly what,
y-
yeah, I know
yeah,
what you mean.
there was sort of like going up to sort of like the blast beat territory, but they
Yeah.
weren't crossing over into the blast beat territory. There was like yeah, yeah. It's the drummer was really good on this track. Same with the bassist. Same with the bass, because he was the bassist was actually keeping up with the bass with the drummer, like in the sort of like intensity,
Yeah.
if you know what I mean. It's really really good. Yeah. So yeah, overall for me, good song, really good song, really good song. So yeah, what's your rating?
Solid 8.5. I really like this band. The whole album is amazing. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
I need to listen to this band again. I give it like a solid 7.5, sort of like leaning towards the 8, but I need to listen to a bit more, listen more to the band to see where my sort of like, well, sort of like where I want to go. I'm sort of like on the fence, if you know what I mean. But I
yeah,
still give it like a 7.5, a solid 7.5.
yeah.
So, so yeah, really good band. That really good band. Yeah, right. Yeah, right. Bear with me. Bear with me. Turn that one off. Right. Right. Yeah. Right. Going. Yeah. Right. Sort of like midstream drift. If you like what you saw, give us a like. Spunk that like. If you're new, subscribe. And for those who think you're subscribed, check because YouTube have been, as Gracie report would say, being nefarious.
Yeah.
They like to subscribe people. So check if you're subscribed. And for those people on the replay, hello, how you doing? We love you guys. Yeah, please, yeah, like, comment, and share. So it does help the channel out in a big way. And yeah, and also check out Lisa Boo's store on Etsy, Boo the Bell X Studio. She's got some amazing stuff there. So yeah, go check her out over there. So Lisa, uh, right, I need to go to the little boy's room. So
Okay.
do you want to take over for a while, for a
Sure,
minute, while I go to the
sure.
boys' room?
I'll do gigs. I'll do some gigs. Hi guys. Um, so yeah, if you're anywhere near Ohio, June 21st to the 23rd is the Ohio Dream Fest 2024. www.ohiodreamfest.com, and it's at J&M Ranch in Ansonia, Ohio. And Glowstick is performing there, and it's their one and only gig for the year. They do perform on Kick, and they're trying to get as many followers as they can. So if you can, go to kick.com and follow Glowstick TV, Glostik TV on Kick. They're amazing bands. They do cover songs, they do their original songs, and I think you'd really like them. So if you can, go over to kick.com and follow Glowstick TV, Glostik on Kick. So yeah, some more gigs. If you're in Czechoslovakia, there's the Rock for People festival in Hradec Králové in Czechoslovakia, June 13th to the 15th. There's Nova Rock Festival in Nickelsdorf, Austria, June 13th to the 16th. There's Greenfield Festival in Interlaken, Switzerland, from June 13th to the 15th. If you're in the UK, there's the Download Festival in Donington Park, UK, from June 14th to the 16th. If you're anywhere in Italy, there's Rock in Roma Festival in Rome, Italy, from June 17th to July 4th. So that's quite a long festival. If you are in Denmark, there's the Copenhagen Festival in Copenhagen, Denmark, and it's from June 19th to the 22nd. And of course, if you like it, or if you have liked the Blues Brothers, they are performing at the Lougheed Performing Arts Center in Camrose, Alberta. It's the I'm a Soul Man tribute to the Blues Brothers on Saturday, June 15th at 7 p.m. So yeah, if you were a fan of the Blues Brothers, go check out the tribute to them, I'm a Soul Man, at the Lougheed Performing Arts Center in Camrose. June 15th at the Century Casino and Hotel Edmonton, Finger 11 is playing from 5 to 10. So yeah, and if you want to check out, it's from June 29th to June 30th at Pigeon Lake, Alberta. There's Pigeon Lake Music Festival with the Strumbellas, Loverboy, Default, Serena Ryder, Tom Cochrane, and many others. So yeah, go check them out. Are you back?
Yeah, I'm back.
You're back.
I'm back. Yeah. Yeah. God, I love
Oh my
Blues
gosh.
Brothers. Yeah,
Yeah.
love the Blues Brothers.
So yeah,
Yeah.
they're doing a tribute here for them. So I'm still debating if I want to go or not, but oh my gosh, my cat is trying to get in here. Oh my goodness.
Your little kitty cat wants to be there.
Oh, he's not a
He
little
wants to-
kitty cat though. He's 20 pounds. He's not little. Oh my gosh, here he comes. You may see part of him coming in here. Oh my gosh, Gooby. Oh. He's right here.
Yeah.
Right here.
I thought I pretty tat. I did
Oh,
see a pretty tat.
you did. I certainly do. He's right here. Oh my goodness. If he's not right next to me, he's got to be close to me all the time.
Yeah.
And he's purring. So if you hear a cat purr, that's Gooby. Hold on, I gotta move this over because he's gonna knock my. I gotta move this over a bit. There you go. You got more room now, buddy. Oh, I gotta move everything because he's right here.
Yeah. Cute pretty tat.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't see him, but he's here.
You might not see him, but I can hear him.
See? Yeah, people can hear you now. All right. Oh, hi.
Oh, pretty tat.
Hi.
Pretty tat.
Oh, there he goes. There he goes. Tom for a millisecond.
Yeah. Pretty tat break. Pretty tat break.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah.
He's becoming a regular feature.
I think so. Yeah. He's really liking coming up here.
Yeah.
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 He's like, Mom, I gotta be close to you. He's getting his belly
Yeah.
rubbed right now. So he's facing the other way though, so can't hear him purring. He'll probably turn around any second though. Oh my goodness. Gotta be right near me.
Yeah. So, yeah. Right. Since we last spoke on Saturday, are you were close to finishing the
Yeah.
your the book that you've been reading? So this next segment is basically Lisaboo's journey into the wonderful world of Feist. So, what did have you finished the book yet?
Yeah, I did. I only had like 20 pages or something. Oh, he's decided to move again. Sorry guys. My attention is drawn to him trying to get through here. My 20-pound cat trying to get through here. Come this way, Goofy. Goofy, come back. Come back, Goofy. There you go. Lay down. Oh my goodness. Okay. Sorry. Oh my goodness. Yes, I finished. I only had like I can't even remember how many pages. It wasn't very much. So yeah, I finished.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
now that you finished the Prince of Blood, what did you think of it overall? Oh, cool, cool.
Came
What do you think?
yesterday.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, cool. So, what do you think of Prince of Blood?
It was amazing. It really what can I say? It was amazing. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. Um, I love Nicor. Yeah.
he's a fun character.
Oh my
He's a
goodness.
fun character.
Yeah. Yeah. And the ending was pretty funny with Boric and Erland and when they left, when they were leaving Kesh. Yeah. It it was a good book. It was a fun ending. Made you guess a lot of things too, like what was going to happen. And sorry guys, we can't give away
Too much.
we can't give away too much because we want you to read. We want you to read these books. And
Yeah,
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 yeah, it's when they sort of like introduced Nick, or I was like, who is this character?
yeah,
What is he? Who is he? Where does he come from? What's he doing? What's he doing in this? What? Why has Feist brought him in? In why have they? Why basically? You've got. When I first read the book, you think he sort of like gets you to ask questions on why has he brought him in? Why has he brought in to why has he sort of like made this particular character Nearcar into sort of like one of the main characters within the book,
yeah,
and you think it's a sort of like yeah, granted, he might be a total lunatic in places. He be sort of like like a comedic relief,
Yeah.
but you got sort of like questions about him with some of the stuff that he does and some of the things that he says, and you just like thinking, and you think, I want to know more about this character.
Hmm. Yeah.
So
And this,
yeah,
and
so yeah,
especially, do you remember how Pug, um, I'm trying to remember if he said it to Boric or if he said it to Erland, but I think it was Boric. Who was it that he said it to? Was it James? It was James that he said it to.
James,
Yeah,
yeah,
and he said that that one sentence, that
it was
to
James.
remember that, yeah, that one sentence, and he would know who to say it to, and it was
Yeah,
Nakar that he said it to. That made Nakar want to come with them, um, to start up, right? Um,
yeah,
so yeah, that itself made me think, okay, that this is why, in a way, this is like bringing everything together, right? Between Pug and Nakar, and yeah. So yeah, don't want to
yeah,
give too much away, but yeah,
yeah, yeah. Like I said, he sort of like I said, he says, why has Feist brought this character in? Why has he brought this character in? Why did Pug say that particular sentence to James? If you know what I mean, it's like,
yeah.
yeah,
I don't want to say the
why,
sentence because that
yeah,
yeah, that's a that. But you'll, if you read it, you'll yeah,
yeah, yeah,
very
it's,
interesting.
yeah, it's, yeah. Granted, it does center around Boric. It does center around Boric and his journey, his self discovery. Um, so basically, so but there are other central characters within the book who also are on their own journey of self discovery, like with Erland, like with James, like with Nearcar. You sort of like Nearcar is a sort of like, not going to give it away. I'm not giving anything away, but this is one of the reasons why he sort of like, when you read the book, you come up with questions like, who is he? What is he? What does he do? Why is he there? Why did James say that sentence to Nearcar? Why did, you know what I mean? There's a lot of questions. It's a sort of like enigma.
Yeah,
There's a lot of enigma within Nearcar in the book, and it's just like, yeah, it's
and
a,
his
yeah,
relationship with Buddha, Gouda,
yeah,
um, his relationship with Gouda is kind of fun. Just the way they play off each other is
it's
really
sort of,
fun.
it's sort of like a love hate relationship. It is sort of like a love hate relationship. Uh, 1 minute, good as like really good friends with him, and then next minute he could actually strangle him. If you know what I mean.
It kind of reminded me
Mm.
of like Laurel and Hardy. How
Yeah,
that was that kind of a thing,
yeah,
or like The
yeah,
Odd Couple or something. Like
yeah,
just that, yeah,
yeah. Good, the Odd Couple, good movie and a good TV series as well.
yeah.
Yeah,
I liked it too. Yeah,
yeah, yeah. It was a good. Yeah, it's like, The relationship between Gouda and Nico was a good, sort of like Laurel and Hardy-esque type of relationship.
Yeah, just
Nico
thinking of
was,
his little mischievousness, how they with Laurel and Hardy, how it would be like, like just when he would like with Nakar, how he'd be like, doing his jumping around kind of thing with his mischievous little laugh, and I don't know, it just reminded me of
yeah,
like a
yeah,
comedy skit or something.
yeah. Nico's Laurel and Gouda's Hardy.
Yes, yes, big bulking guy, kind of like,
Yeah. Hardy, if you don't know who Laurel and Hardy is, go check them out. Laurel is the funny guy, and Hardy was the straight guy.
yes,
He- So as I said, it's a brilliant book, brilliant book. So yeah, so have you started the other one? Have you
yeah,
started King? Yeah, because
yeah,
I
I
did
did.
notice you got a marker there.
You noticed the marker? I am 35 pages in already.
Yeah. So King's Buccaneer. It's about Boric and Erland's younger brother Nicholas.
Yeah, and it's
That's all I'm saying. And
yeah,
his
and it's
journey.
9 years after uh,
Prince of Blood.
Prince of Blood. Yeah, it's 9 years. So.
Yeah, because within the Prince of Blood, he was just a little kid. Fast forward like 9 years, things happen with Boric and Erland, and so
Yeah.
up to now, what do you think of Nicholas?
Um, I really like Nicholas's character. Kind of getting a feel for him because he was very introverted, very sensitive child. Especially with because they Nicholas really wanted to be around um, Boric and Erland so much, right? Being younger child wanted to be like they. It was like I Nicholas idolized them, right? Like being a younger brother, wanted to be around them. Very sensitive child, though. Um, sorry if you can hear my stomach growling.
Yeah,
I know sometimes my my mic picks it up and growling. Sorry. Anyway, um, yeah, he was a really sensitive child and would take it to heart when they would tease him. And
so sometimes brutally.
yeah, yeah, and um, but they would do that to their sister as well.
Yeah,
As they were not they were kind of immature at the time. Um,
yeah,
as someone that has brothers, I totally, I totally relate to him. So,
right.
yeah, the teasing could do without. But my older brother did not do that to me. That's why we were the closest. He never did that to me, but the younger ones, anyway. We'll go on from there. Um,
Yeah,
yeah, Nicholas was a very sensitive child, and now that he is a little bit older, he's become more like his father, kind of quiet, sullen. Um, yeah, he's more like his father in that way.
yeah.
But his friend is a little shit. So saying
Yes.
that,
Yep.
and it has to be named Harry. Oh my gosh, I was like,
Yeah.
fitting or what?
Yeah. It's Harry is Nicholas's squire.
Little shit. Sorry.
Yep. You could say that. You could say that.
Oh, I wanted to like just throttle him, getting him into
Yeah.
trouble. Like, you
Yeah.
little, you know what?
Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm like, oh, like he needed that, but it kind of brought him out of his shell. But my goodness, he's getting himself into trouble. It's right from the beginning of the book. He was getting him in trouble.
Yeah. Especially when he's on that little sailboat and he's cutting across one of the main royal ships.
Amos,
Uh,
Amos,
yeah.
Amos
The
Taft comes in.
yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. And I'm like, you little bleep.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's yeah. Oh god, yeah, Ari.
And I'm
Yeah,
like, what a fitting name. And he's got red hair too. He has red hair. And I was like, oh my God.
yeah, yeah,
Oh, curly red hair.
yeah.
Yeah.
Remind you of somebody?
Yep. I said it's fitting.
Yeah,
A little bleep.
yeah. God, yeah, yeah. He's a little shit in
Yep.
the grand scheme of things, and that's just putting it politely.
Uh, so, yeah. And I don't even really say that word very often. So it was like, um, my goodness. Yeah, that's the start. That was the start of the book. And it was like, oh my goodness, what is he going to get him into? Like, worrying for Nicholas.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's yeah. Like I said the other day, be very careful with this book. There's certain things within this book that you sort of like need to sort of like be aware of. So yeah, I won't say too much, but be very careful. You'll see when it comes. It's sort of like telegraph it a little
Yeah.
bit to sort of like ah something's coming up, and yeah, it can be triggering for some people. So
Yeah. I know you worry about me. I know.
yeah,
Yeah.
so,
I will like I said, I'll play it by ear and I'll do what I can as far as
yeah,
reading some of the spots and yeah, I can tell if it's going to be a little much cuz like I said before especially in the Empire books um I'd had to step away a little bit and come back to
yeah,
it because it was, if it got too much, I would just step away and then kind of like gather myself to
yeah,
figure out if
yeah,
I was going to be able to finish, right?
yeah.
So yeah,
I know.
yeah,
I know this. I know you say we've spoke offline, guys. Me and Lisa spoke offline, and I said to Lisa, look, if it gets too much for you, please step away from it, take a break, because it does. It gets heavy in places, especially in the Empire books. It got really heavy at times, but that was part of the storyline. What they were trying to convey within within the Empire book. So I sort of like pre-warned, didn't give too much away, but I pre-warned Lisa about certain topics that Johnny Wirtz and Remedy Feist were writing about within the Empire books. So yeah, If you ever watch any of these, I sort of like give warnings out
Yeah.
about certain topics within the books, but these topics have been, like I keep saying, have been sort of like tastefully done, being respectful about some of these topics that about certain topics about what these characters go through. Uh, but it's part of the storytelling of how people can overcome these certain things and move on with their lives and sort of like how to rebuild their lives, if you know what I mean,
Yeah.
and
And that,
become yeah.
yeah, that's a big part of recovery, right? And being able to, because you can't lock yourself away. You're gonna have things in your life um, that remind you. And um, I kind of don't like the word trigger because I don't know. It's the word is kind of overused, but you can have things in your life that will remind you and be kind of tough. But that's part of recovery, right? That's part of getting past um, traumas and stuff. Um, so yeah,
Yeah, it's like one of those things where you sort of like do need to face it and come to terms with it, and then to actually help you to move on, if you know what I mean.
oh yeah, because you can't put your head in the sand. You can't
Yeah,
be you can't be that
yeah,
ostrich. You
yeah,
can't be that ostrich and stick your head in the sand every time things get rough or things get difficult. You can't, because you have to move on. You have to get through it, right? And that's
yeah,
part of growing and becoming stronger and overcoming, right? And
yeah,
learning to
yeah,
live with learning to live with things. And we are our past. We what makes us is our past. What makes us stronger, you know we are what is our past, and things that we've gone through makes us who we are. So um yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
Oh yeah, yeah. It's it's yeah. So like you said, learn from it, and then so it can actually help you to move on.
yeah,
So
and help other people.
yeah,
Like, I've
yeah,
helped other people with it, from what I've learned and um what I went through. I've helped other people, which is helping myself too, and that helping other people helps you. So um it's win-win, and I'm glad that I'm able to help other people with my story. And yeah, so that that's part of building strength, um, building a different foundation than you started with, right? Is building off of that um, instead of falling, like, instead of just crumbling and putting your head in the sand, like, you don't, that's people that do that. There is a time for that, where you need that space, you need that where you're maybe sticking your head in the sand, but you have to at some point come out and yeah, build yourself, build your strength.
yeah,
So yeah.
yeah, yeah. Yeah. It's like with especially with the Empire books and the character Mara. sort of like it's sort of like gives you sort of like Johnny Wirtz and Remedy Feist sort of like I said the some of the storylines that they cover were yes it were fucking it were like full on it was full on in some places but like I said it was actually um, part of the storyline but it sort of like gives you some I don't know if you would agree Lisa but it sort of like gives you like some little pointers in how to deal with a few things. Would you agree or disagree?
Um, it really showed her strength.
Yeah,
Um, she had. It's hard to. It's hard to say. Um, it really showed her inner strength, and it would make people feel like people, especially people that have gone through that, would make them feel like, okay, yeah, I can be strong, maybe.
yeah,
Um, I can live through this. In that way, I would agree. Because she
yeah,
really, like, it was a lot of strength for her to overcome, like, a lot of the stuff, right? So, in that way, I do agree.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I totally agree with that. She had a lot of strength to say, I can carry on. I can actually move on from this.
Yeah.
It's because,
And there
yeah,
was that part too of like almost like a silver lining in it, right? And sometimes that's something that you have to hold on to, especially when you're first starting this, like after, like right after. You need to hold on to those little silver linings, like in your recovery and stuff, and in your like after trauma, right? It's holding on to those little things, those little silver linings that will can bring you through to the other side, and things aren't so dark. You can, if you can see those little glimmers of light, um, which Mara had in her life, those little silver linings and stuff are very important. So yeah, so yeah,
yeah, yeah. It's yeah. With Remedy Feisty does like a lot of he covers like a lot of topics. Some of them could be hard to read, very hard to read. But there's other times like with like the Prince of Blood, it's got funny sort of like funny comedic type of style of writing and brings in characters like Napier, you know what I mean, to sort of like balance out the top, some of the topics that he does. You know what I mean? It's sort of
yeah,
like,
yeah.
but yeah, because
Sorry, guys, for such a dark, deep
yeah,
discussion here.
yeah,
I see.
yeah,
For me, humor is a big thing, right? Like I have to
yeah,
be able to like start to laugh, because it's like
yeah,
that's part of it is being able to find joy, right?
yeah.
And
That's
humor is a
yeah,
big thing.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. Because uh, I, as the saying goes, is that if you can't laugh, you just go you cry and go insane. And it's just like I'd rather have like have a little bit of fun, have a little bit of a laugh, and it is because if you can't just laugh at yourself from time to time, you just go insane.
Yeah.
You will go insane. You just like it's sometimes you do just like say, you know what, I'm just gonna have a laugh at myself and just say, you know, screw it. Life's too short.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's not saying that crying is bad, because it is cleansing, and you can have a good cry, and there's nothing to be ashamed of, to get it out, you know. And I've had times where I was crying so hard, and all of a sudden I'm laughing, because it's like, you know, you come out of that, right? Because crying is very cathartic and very cleansing and stuff. And then all of a sudden you find yourself laughing. It's like, what in the world? So it's like,
Yeah,
yeah, you have to be able to cry too, and not be ashamed, and not, because please do not be ashamed if you cry, because there's nothing to be ashamed of. Tears are there to, men or women, doesn't matter. Cry, get it out. Don't
yeah,
hold it in. Yeah.
oh, yeah, yeah. So yeah, oh god, yeah. That's a bit of a deep conversation there, Lisa.
I
Deep
know.
conversation. But yeah, yeah. It like I said, Feist does sort of like come up with questions, not only with the characters within the books that he writes, but also makes you question. Uh, it makes you come up with questions about yourself, if you know what I mean. And you're thinking, ah, I can relate to this particular character or this particular storyline that he's been writing, he's written in the books. Sort of like you think, ah, right, I can actually use that. Sort of like I can actually use part of this storyline in my real life, in real life, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
And it's sort of, you know,
Sorry.
when it's a kitty cat, kitty break, kitty break,
Look this way. Look this way. There you are. There you are.
kitty cat, kitty cat.
You got to see his eyes and his bum. See? Comic relief. That's why he's laying here. I think that's what he's been doing. Like, Mom's feeling a
Yeah,
little bit tense right now, so he does this. He does this with me. He's gotten me through a lot of tough times. He'll come and lay on me, and oh my goodness. So yeah, that's Scooby,
yeah, yep,
my 20-pound
yeah,
cat that thinks he's like a baby still. he just,
yeah,
oh my god. My dad used to say bull in a china shop, and it's like he's kind of my bull in a china shop.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. So yeah, this so the King's Book now. Now you read the first 35 pages. Are you looking forward to what's coming up within the book?
yeah. I really want to. Yeah, because oh, it's. I'm looking forward to learning more about Nicholas and his and what's going to happen with him and his journey. So yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah, yeah, yeah, yeah. Right. I give you like well, Amos Trask is going to be one of the central characters within the book again,
yeah,
like he was in Magician, and uh, and in sort of like Silverthorn and Darkness of Sethnon as well. He was sort of like sort of like, but he's a big part of this book.
Yeah. Well, he's
Uh,
already. I've already encountered him and what he's going to be doing here in the next while with Nicholas and his little little
he's
friend,
the shit bag.
little
He's the
shit
shit
friend.
bag. Yeah. He's, well, put it this way, he's another husband.
So yeah,
Yeah.
he's already. Oh my goodness, I love Amos. Yeah.
Yeah.
So glad
Yeah.
that
He's,
I'm glad he's back.
yeah. Oh god, yeah. He becomes like a more central character within this book. Because he's got a thing for Nicholas's grandmother.
Yes, I already got that too. Yeah, yeah, I figured that out. That's cute. I like
Yeah.
that. That's cute. I like it.
Yeah.
Wasn't expecting that, but yeah.
It was sort of like telegraphed in. I think it was darkness is setting on. It was sort of like starting get the hints of it, of that sort of like thing with with Nicholas's grandmother, and it sort of like carried it on in within the Prince of Blood,
Yeah.
and now it's like it is becoming more intense, shall we say?
Yeah, I would say. Yeah.
So yeah, yeah, it's a good. The King's Book in here is a good book, really good book, and it is sort of like uh, the springboard for the Serpent War saga. Because this book is sort of like the prequel to the Serpent War saga, and what happens, yeah,
My
which I
stomach
won't
just
say.
gurgled again.
Naughty stomach,
My
bad stomach,
stomach is saying,
idiot.
saying, eat me, eat something, damn it. Oh my goodness. Hi.
Welcome to the stream where you never know what's going to happen.
And you know what's
Uh,
funny is another book came today. The Betrayal. Their Betrayal?
yeah,
What's the other one? It came today. I'm like, okay. It
cool.
finally came.
Yeah, yeah. Like I said, before you start the Certain War saga, you do need to read the Crondor book because there's certain characters in there that you need to sort of like know about before you go into the Certain War saga. So yeah, so
Oh,
yeah,
that's the Crondor books, right? The Betrayal and
the Betrayal of the Assassins and the Tear of the Gods.
yeah, those are the Crondor books,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
Okay. And I do
Crondor.
read those after these, right?
Yeah,
Or no?
after the King's Book and Air, read them before you start the Certain War saga because
My stomach is going again. If you can hear it, I'm sorry, guys. My mic is down here.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, there's an advert called Reebok for Reebok, the sportswear manufacturer, and there's a one advert in the UK a good few years ago. It's where this guy just jogging away, minding his own business, and there's this big sort of like blob running, chasing, starts chasing after him, and they're saying, "Billy's going to get you." You got to watch it to understand what I mean. Just if you want to watch it, type in into YouTube, Billy Reebok. Billy is going to get you. You'll understand what I mean.
Well,
It is fun.
oh.
Yeah,
Yep, it's a thing.
yeah, yeah. So yeah, like I said, the Chrono books read before the Certain War Saga. Yeah, you might have sort of like read the Prince of Blood and the King's Buccaneer. It was sort of like sequence with them because you're supposed to like read the Chrono books before you sort of like read the Prince of Blood and the King's Buccaneer. But it's fine. It's not. Doesn't necessarily interfere with the timeline, so to speak. But it does sort of like introduce characters.
Yeah.
Um, introduce characters and explain some of their backstory. And you're thinking, right, okay, you think because I read the Chrono books first, and when I read the 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 Rift War, the Empire books, and the Civil War saga, you think, oh, that makes a lot of sense with some of the characters, if you know what I mean. Because of like I said, I won't give it away, but certain characters you just like thinking, and certain sort of like remarks that I've read in when I read the certain war books, you just like thinking, oh right, okay, that makes a lot of sense, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Because there's
Yeah.
certain things and conversations, um, certain conversations and certain situations in the certain war saga harks back to what happened in the Clone Dog books, if you know what I mean.
Yeah. And with me not being able to get the betrayal, um, when I when I had finished those other ones, I wasn't able to get that one, right?
Yeah,
So, and I had the Prince of Blood here because I had ordered that before I ordered the other one. So it's like, okay, well, I guess I'll just start these ones.
yeah,
And now it shows up. So it's like, okay, well, you have to wait now because
yeah, yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
so yeah,
Yeah, it's yeah, like I said, it doesn't necessarily um, it doesn't necessarily matter as such if you read the Prince and the Buccaneer out of order and the Condor books out of order because there's some things that in those books you're thinking, right, okay, fair enough, yeah, you sort of like you sort of like realise, yeah, fair enough. I do get it. You know what I mean? You can easily connect the dots easily enough. But if you sort of like got the Cronor books later down the line, and you're thinking, who the hell are these characters and what are they doing, type of thing. If you and you, so you sort of like got
Like,
them at the right time, got them at
yeah,
the right time. If you know what I mean?
yeah. Well, you started with the Crondor book and then went
Yeah,
back. So,
yeah,
yeah,
yeah. It was the Tears of the God that I started with because that was the first book I picked up, and I didn't realise until I fucking actually got it home and started reading it and saying, "Oh right, okay, there's quite a few books before that." If you know what I mean?
yeah,
Because there was like 3, 6, 8, 12 books before they came out. And I was like, oh, oh, I need to read them first before I need to read these before I need to get actually 14 books because Tales of the God was the third book in the trilogy. So I think, right, I need to get these first before I need to start to continue with what I'm doing.
yeah.
So I've got the Magician, start reading that, and then um, so yeah. So anyway, yeah, right. Uh, so Lisa, um,
You start giggling, I start giggling.
right. Before we start wrapping things up, so you can get something to eat. Uh, up to now, what are your thoughts of the first chapter or so of the King's Book of Nia?
I'm really enjoying it. It's nice getting to know Nicholas, Prince of Rutha's the youngest son. It's good getting to know him after getting to know Boric and Erland and that. And
Yeah,
um, yeah, it's good to see Amos Trask again. Good to see him back. Um, yeah, and Nakar.
yeah, yeah,
It's good. It's good to see him again in this, and yeah,
yeah, yeah. Are you sort of like looking forward to finding out what they get up to?
yeah, yeah, yes, and to where they're going to see that again, to see that part of leukemia again, like back
Yeah,
in the beginning, right?
yeah, yeah,
So
yeah. It's sort of like going to be sort of like high sea adventure. It's going to be high adventure, basically, full stop. It's pretty much never ending. Pretty much to the point where you're thinking
yeah,
you will be constantly turning the page, wanting to turn the page to see what happens.
yeah, and I think Pug will be in this book again, so that I'll enjoy that.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
You sort of like now that you've read quite a few books now by Feist, I think you're starting to sort of like, I wouldn't say predicting things, but you're starting to see a pattern, shall we say, within the books of about certain things, shall we say.
yeah, and having learned a bit about the characters before, you kind of can see patterns too, right? And I get excited when I see the characters again because you get to know them. They become almost like family, right? You read about them, you start to dream about them, you start to become like part of this fantasy world in your dreams. And then all of a sudden you see that character pop up again, and it's like, oh, cool.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. It's like yeah, it's like yeah. When I finally caught up with like when you got you talking about with Talon of the Silver Hawk. Book after the next book in the series after the Certain War saga, you sort of like starting this. Yeah, I started to see like I actually was with Prince of Blood. I was starting to see patterns. Um, like you, like with you, I started to see patterns within the series. So you thinking he's sort of like know what's coming, sort of, but he still throws in a few curveballs in. He's thinking, I didn't expect that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. With other authors, like I said before, I'd be like at the beginning and I could see the end. It was like I, I was so disappointed because you spend good money for a book, especially like if it's a new book or whatever, you spend good money, right? And all of a sudden you start reading the first few chapters, and all of a sudden you know what's going to happen. It's like it's so disappointing. And with
Yeah,
Feist, it was it was guessing. It was using your mind trying to figure things out, but you couldn't, like, now you kind of see a pattern, but he does throw those things in there where it's not like you thought, or it's a little bit different, or it's I know what you mean. Like it's like
yeah,
you don't know what's going to happen, but you can kind of see where it's leaning, but you can't. You don't know.
yeah, yeah. It's like like yeah. He does like throwing in the curveballs. He does like doing. He just like think, oh, I didn't expect that. Literally, I just didn't know it. I didn't expect that to. He didn't. He's thinking. He's just like it's like. Oh, I know. I'm not gonna go there. I was going to spoil the end of the Empire books, but I'm not. I'm not going to fucking do that. I'm not going to do that for people. Lisa knows what I'm on about. Lisa knows exactly what I'm on about, but I'm not going to do that. But,
One of my
you
favorite
do,
parts.
yeah,
I know. But I'm not going
yeah,
to spoil it either, guys. You got to go read it.
yeah. Oh, just as well, I just caught myself there about saying, "Oh yeah, this is what happens in the end of the Empire books." I was like, "Nope, don't see it, don't see it. Let people read it for themselves." I was like, "No," but he just threw that in at the end. If you know what I mean, you know what I mean. He just threw that in at the
Yeah.
end of the Empire book. He's just like, "Oh damn, oh damn." I was like you. I was happy. I was literally so happy about that ending.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, it's about time. It's about time.
Yeah. Yeah. So you have to read the books, guys. Please.
Yeah,
He's an amazing author. You would enjoy.
yeah, yeah.
So
It's like yeah, he's absolutely amazing author. And he's just like I said, he keeps you. It's sort of like once you get to a point where you've actually read so many books, you sort of like see where he's going, but you not truly know what's going on because he like what keeps saying, he likes to throw in certain little things and certain curveballs, and he's just like he's leading you down one path, but then all of a sudden he suddenly veers off and saying, that's not where it goes. This is where it goes.
Yeah. Yeah. Little Easter eggs and little jump scares. And
Yeah, yeah. One,
yeah.
I know, Lisa, you starting to come across these things now because you've read quite. But what this is the eighth book that that you're reading now? Are you
Yes.
starting to come across the little off the cuff throw away comments?
Yeah. Yeah.
And
Little Easter
suddenly,
eggs, I call them.
yeah, yeah,
Like, yeah. Yeah. I'm starting to see them. Um, yeah, it is almost like a throwaway comment or this or that, but it is like yeah, it's like an Easter egg.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh god, yeah. It's he loves putting them in, and he's just like then about 2 or 3 books down the line, he's thinking, "You bastard, you bastard, you just." One through a comment will be thinking, "Oh damn, he's fucking made a big deal about that," type of thing. You know what I mean? It's like,
Yeah.
"Ah, right."
Yeah. And I'm just flabbergasted that they haven't made movies out of these books. Um,
Yeah,
it uh, it should be a movie. It should be a movie.
yeah. It'll be a 35, 36. Technically, you can get condense it down to one. The first 3 books will be definitely there, but it'll be a definite trilogy. The Empire books will be a definite trilogy. If you lump in, if you put together sort of like the King's Book, the Prince of Blood, King's Book and the Silk War Saga, that will be a definite five film series. And then with the 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 other books, you're talking around about what three? Yeah, you're talking about another say 6 to 12 films on top of that. So you're talking at least about 15 to 20 film series.
I'd watch it.
Yeah. Or it could be an epic, full-on TV series
Series. Yeah.
because obviously there's quite a bit of a time jump between books, if you know what I mean. Take a look
Yeah.
at with the magician. There's at least a 15-year, um, about a 15-year jump between the first chapter and the last chapter. Then there's the Silverthorn, which is set over a year after the Rift War. After the about a year, about 18 months after the last chapter in Magician, and then Sethanon is pretty much a continuation on from Dr. Satan is a continuation from Silverthorne, because basically what happens in there, it rolls over straight into the Dr. Satan, and with the Empire books, you're talking around about what, 20 years within that, at least 20 years.
Yeah, because she was in her late 30s, so from 17, yeah, it would be about 20 years
Yeah.
from beginning to end.
Yeah, and then the Krondor books is 10 years after, um, 10 years after the Darkness is Setting on. Then the Prince of Blood is another 10 years after the Krondor books. Prince of Blood, the King's Buccaneer is about another 9 years after the Prince of Blood, and it goes on like that. It's so it would be ideal to be made into a TV series, if you know what I mean.
Yeah,
Because they can obviously, actors do get older. They do get things happen to actors, and they can easily be sort of like I wouldn't say replaced, but they can easily be sort of like aged. You get like older actors in for certain um, time periods within
yeah.
the
Well, like
books.
Monarch. Well, like Monarch with Kurt Russell and his son, right?
Yeah,
It's like the son was playing his younger self. So I would watch it. Let's
yeah,
hope there's some producers and stuff out there listening.
yeah.
Please make them into
Andy.
a series.
Yeah, yeah. Oh God, yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
It will be a brilliant TV series. Yeah, film series would be good, but I would say the TV series would be a lot better, because they can take a bit more time with it, if you know what I mean. They can
yeah,
get like when the character's a magician, obviously, the first three books, you can sort of like use the same characters, because technically you can de-age people easily enough, and you can age people up easily enough, if you know what I mean, with just by using makeup and
yeah,
prosthetics. Or you can
yeah,
easily do with what they did in Captain Marvel with Samuel Jackson, where he played his younger he Samuel Jackson played his younger self, because they digitally de-aged them.
yeah, yeah.
So
They did that in Indiana Jones, didn't they too? They
I
had
think so. Yeah,
the younger
I think
self,
so.
him as his younger self. That's
Yeah,
dangerous though in a way, because as long as they're doing it with the consent of the actor, then yes. But if they're doing a movie using an actor and the actor is not getting the money for it, then no.
yeah. Oh,
Yeah,
yeah. Take a look at Scarlett Johansson. Um,
her
she
voice.
won. Yeah, she won a court case with her voice.
Yeah.
Was it the Chat GTP or something like that?
Oh, it was
It's
something
one of
like
the
that, but it was her voice, and they were using it as the voice of the
this
whatever the program was.
yeah, some AI. It was an AI program, and it was like this uh, chatbot that it was pretty much sounded like Scarlett Johansson. Really, it was really close to a younger version of Scarlett Johansson.
Yeah.
I think I can't remember what film, what movie it was, but it was like younger. I think it was about 20, 15, 20 years ago. So
Yeah, I can't remember the name of it either.
yeah,
But
yeah. So she won.
yeah,
She won the.
as long as it's done with that actor's permission and the actor gets the money for it, then yes. But otherwise, no.
Yeah, I know there's certain actors that actually made deals with the studios to actually license off their image or likeness, whatever you want to call it, to be used even when they sort of like no longer with us.
Hmm.
So yeah, so their family can still get money, if you know what I mean,
Yeah,
from like a steady income from their
yeah.
estate.
The estate would get whatever the um, money from it. Yeah,
So like I said, I know a couple of actors who've actually done that, who've done a deal with certain film studios to actually to do that, which is fair enough. It's you, yeah, as the saying goes, you do you, boo, if you know what
yes. I'm Lisaboo. I know this.
I mean.
I hear that so many times. You do you, boo.
Yeah,
I'm like,
yeah,
okay.
yeah, yeah, it's like I said, it's you do you. You do what makes you feel good. It's what you feel right for you. So yeah, you know what I mean. It's like if you want still want to be fighting for your family 10 years after you're gone, by all means, if it feels right to you, go for it. But it's not for everybody. You know what I mean. But yeah, but like I said, TV series can be actually ideal, if you know what I mean. Because take a look at Harrison Ford with the Emma Jones films and the TV series. Christ, when the Raiders of the Lost Ark came out in 1981, 43 years later, the new one, Indiana Jones 5, just come out. 43 years.
Yeah.
Then he was in the new Star Wars movies,
Hmm.
and that
He's
came
doing
the first
well.
one.
He's doing well as far as like aging. He's done pretty well. He still
Yeah,
looks pretty good. Yeah.
oh,
Some actors
he's
they don't age very well.
yeah.
But
So yeah, yeah.
yeah.
So like I said, the TV series could be ideal for Feist. Literally, could be ideal for Feist because basically at the end of the year, with the time jumps between books, or in some cases actually in the books, they could actually change out the actors for obviously parts for the older parts when the characters get older, if you know what I mean.
Yes. I have a I'm trying to remember his name now, but I have an actor in mind for Pug. I already have in my mind. I see him
Yeah,
when I'm
yeah,
reading, like especially the magician and stuff. All of a sudden, it was like he was in my mind because that's who I had, kind of had this picture in my mind of who what he looked like, right?
yeah,
And I'm not
yeah,
going to say the actor because I can't remember his name. But sorry,
yeah,
but I have that picture of him in my mind, so it's like, dang, he'd be a good Pug.
yeah, yeah. It's
Yeah.
like yeah, yeah. There's a couple of factors. You thinking, oh, he'd be that this particular guy would be ideal for say a Ruther or this particular actress will be ideal for Anita, or
Yeah.
this particular actress will be ideal for Caroline, or this particular actor will be ideal for King Roderick. You know what I mean? It's like it's I can see where you come from with that. You can see the different actors playing different characters quite
Yeah.
easily.
Yeah. Yeah, in my mind, it's like Amos Trask. I have that in my head. It be like a younger Samuel Jackson or something like that.
Yeah,
I just have, you get these pictures in your head, like of the
yeah,
characters and from what the fight from what Feist has described them as, and you just get these pictures in your mind of what they look like, and yeah,
yeah,
it would
yeah.
make a
It's like
phenomenal series. It would be
oh
amazing.
god, yeah. Oh god, yeah. Yeah,
As
for
long
me,
as it
yeah,
as
yeah,
long as it's done right, as long as it's, a really
yeah,
good producer and stuff, and the writing, and like the
yeah,
writing, as long as they go by the book.
yeah. As long as I was going to say, as long as there's a damn good adaptation up to the screenplay, to the actual screens. I was like, if they do a Witcher, if they do it and they do a Witcher, it's going to be riots. It's going to be a total riot in the street if they get that wrong. If they get if they get the Feist's work done wrong, because it would be like, oh, it's a bit like with Lord of the Rings on Amazon Prime. I was just like, no, I
Yeah,
watched
I
the
know
first
you
two.
didn't like it. I know you didn't like it.
I was just like, I can't watch this. I give the first two episodes a chance, and nope, not gonna happen. Not gonna happen.
Yeah.
I was just like, nope, not gonna happen.
Yeah. I remember the name of the actor now. I don't know if you know Tom Holland, if you know any of his
Man, Spider Man.
Pug. Pug.
Yeah,
That's in my head. I see him as Pug.
yeah, yeah. He's sort of yeah, 5 foot yet. That's Pug. Pug's height. Skinny,
Yeah,
scrawny.
yeah. Like I just see him as Pug.
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah, I can see that. I can see him playing. I can see him playing that
Yeah.
particular character. Yeah, I can see definitely seeing him that. Yeah, that. So yeah,
We're almost at we're
yeah.
almost at two and
So,
a half hours.
yeah. Do you
You
want to
need
start wrapping
sleep.
things up?
Yeah, you
Yeah,
need
no.
sleep.
Yeah, no. I'm, yeah, I need to go to bed. So yeah. So Lisaboo, yeah. Any final words before we start wrapping things up?
Um, give the people that you love the love, the hugs, the kisses, all the love that you can give them. We never know how much time we have in this world, in this life. Um, yeah, um, just give them lots of love. And if you're gonna go out and party or have fun and drink, don't drink and drive. Get a cab, get a ride, stay at a friend's, whatever you got to do. Just don't drink and drive.
Yeah, it's a full-on dick move. So yeah, yeah. Funny enough, the other day I've seen the photographs. I've seen the aftermath. Where I live, somebody rolled a car at 7:30 a.m. in the morning totally off the heads, totally wrecked 6 cars. And when they finally got when somebody dragged them out of the car, they couldn't stand. They couldn't even sit up properly. They couldn't sit up properly, screaming their heads off. And basically, they were so drunk, it was unbelievable. And this person was actually arrested.
Good.
And the damage, not only to the cars but to like walls, everything. It was like idiot. So basically, and they could have killed somebody at 7:30 in the morning, because that's when everybody starts to go to get up, get down, get out to go out to work. And if it was a bit later,
School.
kids, school.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah, and that was on Friday.
people need to learn. Like it's not fun. It's dangerous. It's not just your own life. It's other people's. And the aftermath is not pretty. And we've seen too many things happen to people that we care about, and it's not pretty. And please, please, please don't drink and drive. Get a ride, take a cab, call a friend, call family, whatever you have to do. Just don't drink and drive.
Yeah, yeah. Just it is not worth. It is not worth it at all. It's definitely not worth it. Because if this person where I live was half an hour later when kids are starting to go to school, it's because there's a school literally about a 10-minute walk away from me, and kids walk to school where I live.
Mm-hmm.
And if that person was half an hour later, she would yes, it was a woman. Um, she would have killed somebody, a kid.
Yeah, yeah. Man, woman, teenager, don't drink and drive. Please don't. Just don't do it. There are so many ways. Like in my country, there's a thing where you can call a cab really easy. There's an app actually where you can just hit a button and have a car come. Get an Uber, like whatever you have to do. Please
Yeah.
don't drink and drive, because it's not only your life you're playing with. There's so many other people out there on those roads, on those streets, on those sidewalks, and just don't do it.
And if you're in a bar and you know the or you can go up to the bar staff and say, "I've had a bit too much to drink. Can you get us a cab?"
Yep.
Or if you're lucky and you're in a bar with sort of like a little bit bed and breakfast place above, because I know some bars do that. Say, have you got a spare bed? Have you got like a room free? They would say, yeah, and yeah, we have. They get your head down for a couple for the night, but just don't drink and drive. It's definitely not worth it. It's definitely not worth it. So yeah, on that note, we'll catch you all later.